I only have one more thing here to show you, but it has a lot of stuff in it. Actually, it's two more things. I have a bag of miscellaneous tools here, which I'll go over in just a minute. But the other thing too is when I got this bag, it came with a nice shoulder strap and nice padded shoulder strap. And I don't normally use that. I use the handle straps here. But the first thing I did was I stashed this right into the bag. If there's ever a situation where I have to take the bag from the car, which I normally have it, and bring it somewhere, especially a longer distance, it's good to have a shoulder strap to have a more comfortable way of transporting it. By the way, on the bottom of my bag here too, I also have a roll of electrical tape. Comes in handy. So the last thing I have here to talk about, let me put my other stuff away real quick here, or some of it anyway, is this. I have a bag. It's actually it's a double Ziploc bag full of miscellaneous tools. I'll bring it down here a little bit. If I can adjust the camera just a little bit. There we go. Alright, I have two Ziploc bags, one inside of another, just to make it more rigid, because this is heavy and there's a lot of metal and stuff in here. So I have two Ziploc bags in here, and all this miscellaneous stuff. So I'll pull out one thing at a time and show you. Here I have a spare lighter. Now this is not filled. However, as you saw, I always carry that little bottle of Zippo fuel, lighter fluid, which I can use to light this, put in this lighter. So it's another backup lighter. I like this a lot. So I keep that in this bag. I have another one of those, hidden box things for my pills. Just some Advil, Tylenol, a mix of different kind of Advil and stuff like that, ibuprofen. So I keep that in there. Good to have. It's not only good for headaches too, but it's a blood thinner. So, if God forbid you're having like heart attack or something, or you feel some chest pains and you think maybe you're bringing on a heart attack or whatever, you can always take those. They'll thin your blood out. More so like Bear and those kind of brands are better for that, or more recommended, but it still works. I have a little bag here of char cloth and actually a spare O-ring. This is for my fire piston, which I keep in the bottom of here. Now this one I don't use very often. Again, just like the flint and steel, it's more for show. When I'm telling people something, I actually have it there to show them instead of just explaining. So I have that. I have this little sewing kit, which is awesome. I got this at the dollar store. This is great for your little small survival kits. This actually has 5 needles in it. 6 needles. And each needle is pre-threaded. Okay, so you don't have to worry about threading your needle, especially if it's cold outside. Good luck threading a needle in the winter. Your fingers, you're not gonna be able to feel your fingers. So this is awesome. It's ready to go. You pull out, you pull the needle out, and you're ready to sew it, whatever you need to sew. Has some pins in here, spare buttons. The lid is a little loose, so I just put some electrical tape around it to keep it from falling apart. But this is awesome. I've used this twice to patch up my the pants when my cargo pockets were kind of ripping a little bit. So I was carrying some heavy stuff in there. Awesome item. Definitely good to have. I have yet another lighter in here, another throwaway lighter. Again, can't have too many ways to make fire. I have some Allen keys. Actually, I have 3 different sets. Again, good to have. Just a variety of tools. Never know when you're going to need them. I have a spare Torx bit set in case I need to adjust my knife out in the field, wherever I am. I have that. I have this simple dyno pick. This is a very simple lock pick, spring loaded. You have your torsion bar, which actually doubles as a pocket clip for this. This I use for very simple things. I'm not a lock pick artist. I mean, there's guys out there that do amazing things with lock picks. This is a very simple pick. I don't even know the name of it. However, I can use this to open some padlocks, some master locks, stuff like that. I actually lock up a lot of the stuff that's in my house. And in the past, I've actually lost the keys, so I can't get in my own display case or my own stuff. And I'll use this for that, to just pop the locks off. I don't do any illegal activity with this. I promise I'm not breaking into anyone's stuff. Mostly I'm breaking into my own stuff. So I do have that. I have a Comm Widgey Bar, as you see here, wrapped up. Again, small way to pry things. If my breacher bar is too big to get into something, I have this. I can break out and use to pry. Awesome tool. I have a spare ceramic rod here, again for sharpening. I can use this for sharpening all different kinds of tools, not just my knives. I have a pair of simple cheapo nail clippers. Never know when you need to clip your nails. I have a P51 can opener, as well as P38, and a spare keychain LED. These things are cheap, and sometimes they crap out on you. And as you saw, I keep one on my keys, so I have a spare one here in case it falls off, breaks, you know, battery's dead, whatever. I can pop a new one on there. So keep a spare one of those. I have a couple of those picks, as you saw from Comm. When I first made the video for those, I used these for all different things except for guns. I mean, most people buy these for guns, but I didn't have any guns at the time. Now that I do have guns, I find these to be very useful for cleaning them. Awesome. You can use it for all different kinds of things. Tapered very thin. You can clean your nails with these if you wanted to. You know, it's up to your imagination. Good to have. So I keep two in my bag. Then I have a pair of these. These are slip and snip scissors. They're just folding scissors. They fold out like that. Good to have a little pair of scissors. These are better than these, for me anyway. I keep them nice and sharp. I sharpen them up. They're better. They're easier for me to use than the scissors in my Leatherman. So if I know I need to cut something, I'll actually just take these out instead. Like I said, I keep them nice and sharp. I feel they're a little more comfortable than using the big, you know, grabbing the big Leatherman and using my thumb for cutting. I actually have like a normal type scissor setup here. So I like these. They store away pretty small. Cool little item. And the last thing here I have is that Comm micro grappling hook. And that has, it's kind of like a spy capsule, stainless steel. It unscrews here, the inside is waterproof. And you have these, sorry, I gotta put this on the table here for a second. You have these 3 spikes that screw in. I do have a full video on this. This is kind of an oddball item. You might think, well, you know, what the heck are you going to need that for? You're obviously not going to climb up on a roof with this. It's not like a regular grappling hook. These are actually made for some of the guys over in Iraq on the EOD teams. They use these to kind of dispose of some kinds of explosive devices. Tripwires and stuff like that. They'll use this. They'll throw it out, you know, on a fishing line and, you know, drag it across and actually blow up some of the explosives, okay, to make where they're traveling a little safer. What I've actually used this for since I got this, I used paracord. I looped some paracord through here, about 15 feet of it, and I actually used this to throw up into my pear tree on my grandfather's property to like kind of bend down the branches so I can pick pears. So it actually got very good use out of this. I was actually picking some pears, and all the good ones were, you know, high up in the branches. And I was thinking, you know, how am I going to get those? And it just dawned on me. I got one of those micro grappling hooks. Well, I rigged that up on some line and pulled these branches down. And it worked perfectly. It's very surprising. So, that's one use you can use them for. But, anyway, that's all my stuff, all my miscellaneous gear. And like I said, this is the bag that I carry pretty much everywhere I go. It's always in the car. So when you see my EDC videos and you're saying to yourself, well, that's pretty cool, but you don't have any way to make it fire. Well, it's always somewhere close by. You know, or hey, you know, you don't have a good pair of scissors. Again, close by somewhere. Almost all the stuff in this bag I have used before. Some of it I use quite often. And some stuff I never use, you know, like this, like the piston, the fire piston. Never use it in public. I don't need to. I use this. It's a novelty item for me. You know, if I want to make a campfire, you know, a harder way and a more primitive way, I like using this. It's just cool. So again, there is my EDC bag or Bob bag. A lot of requests to see this, so very long video, a couple parts hopefully. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I thank you for watching.